Good evening, everybody. Welcome on in. I think we're having a little bit of a issue here with the stream. I'm trying to figure out what's going on right now. There is a huge delay on YouTube, like a really large delay. Well, now it's saying, okay, it's saying the stream is healthy. So let me see if I can refresh here and see what I hear. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, there's still a significant delay, more so than usual, on YouTube there. So apologies on that. I don't know what to do about that right now, my friends. Because I don't necessarily think that's on my side. It could be. I did try to install a plugin on OBS, and it wrecked my it was overloading my encoder, so I've tried my best to disable as much of it as I can. I'll probably uninstall it altogether. I was trying out like a vertical plugin that lets you kind of in memory sort of record a vertical video thing, because I was trying to earlier today make a YouTube short, and it's a little bit difficult with Vegas to do it. I was trying to like work it out. I mean, I can work on it and work it out, but it would be nice if I could just record it that way directly. And there is a plugin for OBS that will do it, but why is the camera all messed up now? Why is that a thing? But it does not do it. It's not working well. It's not working well at all with everything else going on. Let me go and change that to the regular Facecam Pro. Yeah, okay. We'll go with that right now. Why is it so off there is the question. Weird. Okay. I think that's okay. I'm sort of cut off and stuff here. Let me see. Filters. What's going on here? What is going on? There we go. A little bit more in there. And I think I'm bringing more of the right in. What about the left? A little bit more of that. All right. Close that. It gives me a little bit more to work with here. There we go. That's slightly better. All right, friends. We're just kind of working on things as we go here. All right. Very good. We'll roll with that for right now. And ears on so I can hear stuff. Cool. Okay. Um, how is it? Is it going right over there? Looks like it's, so it does look like quite a delay, unfortunately. That kind of sucks. But it is what it is right now. Quite a bit. Anyway, well, we'll roll with what we got at the moment and deal with it. I don't really want to bounce the stream and try again. I mean, I'm getting good bit rate. It's just Restream has decided to add a whole bunch of delay onto the stream here, which is unfortunate. Anyway, like more delay than usual. Like usually I'm getting like 10 seconds delay, but it's like 15-20 seconds now, which is pretty terrible, all things considered. Anyway, today we got some stuff to do. I think I have a few, some pull requests from the Fendabot to work on, and I want to try to work on our emotes and stuff if we can. Today we got the upload stuff working, the initial, at least have that wired up anyway. And why is Doc? Here? What is going on here? All right. I don't know why that up there. Kill all of that. And then you start up again. There it is. It was just throwing a hissy fit. That's all. That's all there was to it. Alright. Shut those down, let the database run. So good stuff there. Now load up as well here. And get it going. And bigger for you guys so you can see what I'm typing on there. All right, good stuff here. All right, let's get through some of the Dependabot pull request here. We got SLF4J is updated. That's fine. That's just fine. That's our logging framework. And that's usually because of some kind of security thing. Mostly, probably. Merge it. Our tests are breaking, but that's something else entirely. 5.8 Mach-Keto goes up to 5.9. Alright. Our mocking framework for tests, which we haven't really dug too much into. That going. And I look at what's breaking with the test too. It's something that I did that breaking the test. Liquid base goes up the patch version. Okay. That's our migration tool. Keep our database migrated, which we'll be using a little bit of today as we add emotes to database and stuff. Bring security goes up to a patch level. Interesting. What's going on there? Bug fixes, dependency upgrades. Okay. Okay. That. Urgent. And then check style. Pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward on that one. That just checks the code style. Make sure following just basic stylization stuff. The way we write our code. Alright. We have that. Then what, I forget what was failing over here. It's running again, but what was failing? Upload application context. Oh, I'm missing in the test. I'm missing an application context now, right? So I'm pulling in stuff. Attempt to load context for web merge configuration. Yeah, cannot find daemon name chat service. Chat controller. Right. So go pull those down here. Oh. Pretty good. And then in the test, hey. No, there's like a controller test. Okay, here we go. Hex application config, Hex security, Hex web, and then I think Hex web socket config, right? Well, WebSocket config, yes. But where's the other one? Application config. Web config? Did I put it in? Wait, did I put it in WebSocket config? I think so. I think this is what is missing. So just be hex web socket config. I think that's what it's complaining about. Run test. See if it works. Application contact. Green bean with name. Auto water dependency. Process. Handler mapping. Movie with name. Something. We have a socket handler mapping. Fancy handler mapping. Okay. So, what is the... If it's having a problem just loading this, I'll add them in there. So, Spring can't instantiate. That's not found. Jakarta WebSocket. Well, Jakarta WebSocket. So that's part of Spring. Well, kind of. Artist servlet API provided. I need to bring in something else for the test dependency here. How do I do? I guess I gotta look up. Let's see. Spring. Web socket. Class. Okay. Endpoint. Maybe if I just put my specific problem in here. So it was best not found part of WebSocket endpoint. Yeah, Spring Boot, Stomp WebSocket. Find Jakarta Webs. Platform. Oh. Fancy Jakarta WebSocket, Jakarta WebSocket API. Is that what I'm using? Or is Servlet API? Spring WebSocket. I'm not actually bringing that in. But if I need it for test, like I might have to bring that dependency in just for test. So. This is specifically for JUnit testing. WebSocket. Yeah, JavaX WebSocket API. I guess because it's I don't use the client, the WebSocket client, in the normal run of the code, but in testing it probably uses the client. So, part WebSocket. WebSocket client API. Still provided. Yeah. So if I put that, but I really want that as scope test, but try this first. Well, it's, you know what, it doesn't matter. I'm saying still provide it, which means it's not going to include that API anyway in my, it's not going to download the jar for it because it's just going to assume it's there. So we should be okay. Let's give that resolves the issue here. And then projects. Try this again. Variation of our dependencies failed. Handler mapping introspect. No quest I found in our Jakarta WebSocket server endpoint. It was a different one. Jakarta WebSocket server. So, there's a Jakarta WebSocket there. Huh? That Jakarta server. Okay. So, there's probably a... Our WebSocket client. So, how to WebSocket? Socket API parent. I don't think that'll work for my purposes. Socket client. Oh, server API. Our web socket. Yeah. Okay. Take that and put that here as well. Excuse me. Okay. Let's run now. Run now. Okay. All right. So I was just missing the calling these out as provided. Okay. So let's do that. Team commit. Broken build. Did that actually fix the broken build? Still running. Boom, 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 boom. But anyway, hope everyone's had a good week so far, and perhaps even a good start to your weekend. And yeah, we are, once we perhaps get this working. We're going to start looking out at specking out the what the emotes will look like here, uploading them and whatnot. Get a page together to upload emotes, and then hopefully maybe either tonight or tomorrow we can integrate them or start to integrate them into the chat. Hopefully. So we'll see. The build is taking significantly longer, so that's a good sign. At 90 seconds now. What does it usually take when it's 60? Not that long. Well, this one took 2 minutes 28, and these just took 29 seconds. Interesting. I don't know why that is. 2 minutes 28 on that one. Maybe it's because it had to pull down new dependencies? Maybe? It's taking significantly longer. Probably should. Oh, here it is. It's this. 25 seconds. I don't know. Oh, okay. Like, it only took 25 seconds. There it is. Just took, yeah, 29 seconds altogether. It was just not updating this page. Okay, cool. All right, so the build is a success. That is good. See? It's very good to see. Passing. All right. Excellent. Okay. Crisis averted. Let's go and let's see if we can figure out what we're doing with emotes here. So I set up a test on the home page. Actually, let's get the do a clean build and just start up the server so we can see again where we're at. Get another idea of where we're at. Refresh the old noggin here. Started. Make sure things are still starting and everything. Okay. There you go. Okay, yeah, we had added the upload file test. Now it can read the files coming in, the metadata and stuff. And then I just need to actually shuffle the files off to somewhere, wherever we're going to save them to. That's good. And that's the next question is where shall we save these files to? So, job. Config. Web config here. Oof. So I've got directories already set up. So images, web fonts, CSS.js. I'm guessing now here's the real question. The real deal question. I can add another resource location for emote uploads. The question is that safe? And I kind of feel like it is. I kind of feel like I don't have much of a choice. I have to make sure things that are being uploaded are what they say they are. And people aren't just uploading any old files, and then those are now available on the server. At the same time, I want to make sure that bots and everything can access the emotes. And here's the other part of this that comes into play. Is having a content delivery network. Ordinarily, these kinds of things would go onto a CDN, and then you'd access them that way. Problem is, right now I don't have a CDN because those are kind of expensive. And I've never actually tried to hook anything up before. So I'm not entirely sure what I have at my disposal when it comes to that. Part of me thinks, well, that could be a detail that is relatively easy to deal with later on. And all I really need to do right now is just have things upload to the server. And then someone creates a real server, they would probably do some kind of network connected storage or something and just expose that directory as that and get it for free, kind of. I don't kind of sort of kind of not feeling that. So that's the real thing here. I guess I could let's do a little bit of research. Bring user load. Yeah. How to use a CDN and Spring MVC. Okay. For example, in the past, use Euro tag. May use the following code CDN URL. Yeah, that's not exactly the same thing though. See, that's when you've already uploaded something to a CD. Like when you've manually uploaded something to a CD. I want to know. Upload image on my Windows Azure CDN. storage. Hmm. They have, yeah, they have a library. I figured there was some libraries that do this. What is Fastly's CDN? Mm-hmm. Site delivery. Starter. Alright, okay. Really tell me. Hmm. Here. What's this? CDN.js? Fast, reliable content delivery. Free and open source CDN service. Okay. Oh, it's sponsored by DigitalOcean too, huh? So, documentation. A simple API will allow anyone quickly query the libraries we have on the page. Am I not understanding what I'm looking at here? Browsing all libraries. Very response. Easier for developers. Okay. What does that exactly mean? This is the robot-only repository CDN.js where all library assets are hosted on CDN.js or stored. Libraries we host. I don't understand what they're doing here. This seems like they have libraries that they've uploaded to their CDN, and this is just a way to. Professionally web. Ability request a month. Yeah, this is just It's just providing space for library, it's not a real CDN. I mean, it's a real CDN, but it's not the kind of thing that I want, that I'm looking for. Delivery network 10 p.m. How to test drive a content delivery network. Go to your website. Yeah. List. Loads. Okay. Fastly is a distributed version of Varnish Cache. Varnish Cache is available to run as Docker images. It means it's possible to test drive your CDN. Oh, okay. I configured Express Web Server cache via Varnish instead of Docker images. Okay. Well, I think that would be the way I want to go. Is like host my own for development purposes. Host my own CDN, and then just develop against that, and then theoretically that would then work in the real world if you had a real CDN. WireMock Heroku. Okay. Play WireMock into Heroku. You configure CDN to serve as Heroku app as origin. You test the behavior of a CDN. WireMock gives you a programmable web server that gives you an API. Allows the response to change. Theme. Or okay. Not quite looking for. So what is this? Releases. Varnish HTTP cache. Yeah, please explain this. Basics, location accelerator, caching HTTP reverse proxy. Here's a cache contents. Texture. That's not exactly the thing that I want. Features. Language for reading. So, caching HTTP reverse proxy. So in front of any web server that speaks HTTP and configured to cache the contents. Not really what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something that actually although they say that Website and user. Popular, you don't want to have to fill up your website, handle the load. What? And to serve stale content, the cache page subsequently start to fail. Refuse the cache version. Not sure here. This is all new stuff to me. Why can I not go back? This don't have any creative layers on project. Weird. Okay. Again, this is just for libraries. I wonder. Hey, Veruna wins. Welcome on in. I'm actually trying to learn some things here. But essentially, what I'm working on is going to be the streaming site that I'm creating. I'm working on like emote uploads, and I was going to see whether I should tackle CDN stuff right now, content delivery network stuff. But I've never done anything with a content delivery network before, so I'm kind of like out in left field, trying to see how I would sort of test one locally, and set up the code such that it used it. Because right now I'm thinking I'm just gonna have, when users upload emotes, they'll just upload them directly onto the web server right now, which is good for, testing locally. But if I ever want this to be a real deal thing, those probably should go to like a CDN or something, and be served up from there. But I'm thinking right now, for purposes tonight, I'll probably just have things upload directly to a folder here that I'm going to expose, and then get the basics down, and then later on come back in and try and rework it, I think. Yeah, essentially that's what I'm kind of working on. As a hobby, I'm making a streaming website similar to Twitch and all those things. Still very early on in it, and I'm working on chat stuff right now. And part of that is the users being able to use emotes and things, but I don't even have the uploads yet or anything like that, so I'm just kind of working on the basics of getting that started, where streamers could upload their emotes, their custom emotes. So yeah, just kind of rolling with that at the moment. Um, so I think that stuff's going under weapons, which is not where I would want it to be. I would probably just serve those out of like an uploads folder, I imagine. So this, and we'll say I should probably have different paths for different things. So, we'll stay like custom and then emotes. Like that, maybe. And resource location. That. Probably. And then I guess I can put the regular site emotes under just the images folder, probably. Try to serve them out of that. Keep all that together. Yeah. That probably works. Okay. We've added that to our resource handlers. So then I need an actual page for the stuff we use. For sake of argument, let's clean build. Let's just take a look at what I've got right now. Okay. That rolling. And let's see. I come under Pyramid Dash. I don't have anything under here right now. I guess that makes sense. Have everything under settings, right? Yeah, two-factor off, password, streamer dashboard. I haven't put anything under the streamer dashboard yet. I guess the first thing will be emotes then on this side. Alright. Stop that for a moment. And where we go? So where is my developer? And then I don't have a controller for camera dashboard. Oh, here's dashboard. Oh, here we go. Camera dashboard. Right. Layout dashboard, landing page. Oof. Damn. Might be a short stream tonight. I'm suddenly super tired. So, nice seeing your work with Spring. Wish I got more into it, but with work being centered around Rails, React, hard to find and go back and use it. Yeah, I did a year in with Rails and use on the front end. I think we just used jQuery on the front end, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I did a little stint in Rails a couple years back, and it was interesting. I'm not a huge fan of it, especially when you come onto a project that's already been going for like a year, like ours was. I wasn't there when all the initial decisions were made about libraries and gems and all that stuff, and so trying to figure out Ruby, and then also trying to figure out all these, what gem introduced this completely different syntax into there, and how to use it, and tracking down documentation for things was pretty challenging. So I was kind of glad when when that place sort of fell apart, and I was able to go back to Java again. I've been mostly Java throughout my career. That was my one kind of stint away from Java for a little bit. And it was nice. I mean, there's some good stuff there in Ruby, but it was just kind of very frustrating trying to wrap your head around everything that was there, because for all the jar hell that people see in Java, Ruby has gem hell to the nth degree, where we were pulling in gems that were like small monkey patches just to fix things in Rails that, like internationalization things in Rails, that should have been really a part of Rails, but some college kid wrote it and, hasn't updated it in 10 years or whatever. These little gems floating around, all to do something. That gets a little bit ponderous when you're trying to just manage a project like that, but still pretty good for what it does. I still view it as more of a rapid prototyping thing, and then once you know what you've got, or what you want, then you switch over to something a little more sane, 100% what you're dealing with, and the loose typing really isn't helping you understand the business logic behind the models. Oh no, that's fine. Interruptions are fine. I'm just hobby coding. And this is honestly really an excuse for me to have a just chatting stream, but with something to do. Like I can't just straight up have a just chatting stream because I don't have anything interesting to talk about. But if I have something to do, then it's nice to be able to, chat with people as they come in. So it's no problem. There's no deadlines or anything. I'm just doing this for fun anyway. So, I do tend to stop and scratch anyway when I'm writing code. So it's fine to interrupt me for whatever reasons. That was the problem I ran into too. It was just like, if you were the one there when the project started and you were privy to all the, decisions that were made, then it's not too bad. But when you come into a project that's already been going, it's a freaking nightmare. And at the time, I don't know if the IDEs have gotten any better, but at the time, like RubyMine and stuff could not trace back code. So like here in Java, if I don't understand how something's working, I can just hold down control and click on the method and it'll keep taking me back through into the library code, code for the library that I have never seen before. And I can trace something all the way back and say, oh, this is what the library is doing, right? In Ruby, it was next to impossible to trace things back. Like you'd have this file that was a completely different format from all the other files in the system, and you're like, okay, well, some gem has introduced this this syntax here, but Lord knows which one it is because you have a whole list of 100 of them. It's like, which one of these is the culprit here? So that I can then find out, okay, it's this gem that introduced it. So now I can go look for documentation for that gem, if any exists. So I don't know if that's gotten any better over the years. That was about, I want to say, that was almost 10 years ago, actually, when I did Ruby for a little while. And so RubyMine was still really, really new at the time. If only we could be so lucky. We had a few bugs that left us literally stumped because the stack traces are pretty weak at actually giving you info. Yeah, I hear that. I hear that and I remember that. It was a challenge. It was a weird, in the grand scheme of things, it was a weird challenge, right? Because it's like you expect to find a challenge when it comes to like trying to implement business, the stuff that the business wants. But then to be challenged by just not having information and not having tools to get you that information, that's a different kind of challenge. I was there was an open source project that was a streaming site that came and went a year ago that I was helping with, and they were writing stuff in Elixir, and even with that, you run into problems where you just there's just no tools that really, there's no debugging tools yet for Elixir. Like there's something for Visual Studio Code, and I tried it and I just never could get it to work. But it's like, once you no longer have a debugging tool, everything becomes so much more difficult, and even the IDE, though it supported the syntax, it didn't really support navigating the code very well. Right. And so you're just sort of challenged by your own tools. And I find that to make everything much harder than it should be. And there are people who will swear by just like using Vim or something like that to do their, to do their coding. And I'm like, whatever floats your boat, but I don't know why you insist on hard mode. you, know? You know what I mean? It's like, you may not like necessarily the IDEs that are out there, and some of them are a little bit clunky, but at least they're integrating tools for you to make your life a little bit easier, so it's a weird one. Yeah, it's for all the speed it gives you, it also gives you a lot of challenges that probably shouldn't be challenged. You probably should. It's like saying, I'm going to build a house, but instead of using all the tools at my disposal, I'm just going to use a hammer. You know what I mean? You'd certainly build a house with just a hammer, but it would be infinitely less challenging to use all the tools in your toolbox, They also use Slackware or Arch Linux on top of it. I actually use VS Code because RubyMine does pretty poorly. Really, yeah. I was wondering how RubyMine was doing, because, RubyMine is managed by JetBrains, and they do usually pretty good with, like, IntelliJ and stuff. But, the fact that probably hasn't... I guess Ruby isn't quite as popular as it used to be, either, It was a fad there for a while. And I guess it's kind of tapered off, too. And they're not really seeing a need to update RubyMine that much. But it makes sense, VS Code. VS Code has so many community provided plugins that it makes sense that would support a lot of it. Yeah. I've even kind of debated using VS Code as my IDE for Java, but Eclipse here just gives me, like, first of all, I'm used to Eclipse, and second of all, it just gives me access to things that just make my life easy. Like, I can, like, as you just saw, I can launch my web app into Tomcat server just right from here, and not only that, but I can make changes to the web pages without having to restart the server. It'll just deploy them automatically and stuff. And, it just kind of, there's just little things that just kind of make you work a little bit, maybe not faster, but like a little less speed bumps in the road, But there's a lot of people who swear them off. they want bare metal. And I was like, okay, go for it, I guess. Oh, we got landing page. Landing. Oh, that's the. Okay. I need dashboard. Okay, here we go. So let's go, and IntelliJ kills it except for Spring, I think. Got into config hell with using current Spring release. Pretty garbage at Java project config. No, I can tell you with 100% certainty you're not garbage at Java project config. Because let me tell you, I started this project from scratch, and it took me, there's videos out there of me streaming it. It took me at least the first 15 videos just to get Spring, the latest Spring working and happy, and get all the stuff working and happy. It's a freaking nightmare anymore. Spring maintainers are just kind of like, they're pushing Spring Boot constantly, which I hate, I absolutely hate Spring Boot with every fiber of my being because it buries things in plain sight. They went from everything's in XML files to everything's in Java configuration to now everything's in properties files or YAML files. And it's just like, you're just, and then you try to configure something and you find out, oh, the property names have changed, but nobody documented what they changed to, And it's just like, try and get rid of all that crap. Or you want to customize something to a point where Spring Boot no longer helps you, so now you got to go through all the manual steps of setting up Spring MVC and everything without Spring Boot just to get the one little customization you wanted. So I ended up just doing Spring MVC without Spring Boot. Just from the get-go, because I knew I would have some customizations that Spring Boot just doesn't do. I knew I'd be slightly off the beaten path for certain things, and I figured I'm just gonna bite that bullet from the very beginning rather than get 20 feet down the road and find out that I gotta go back to square one. So I can tell you with utmost confidence, you're probably better at Java config than you realize. It's just Spring sucks. Spring sucks setting up. Trying to set Spring up is terrible. It's just absolutely horrible. Once you have it set up, everything's okay, roughly speaking. It's just getting over that initial hurdle because the documentation is so scatterbrained, and a lot of the examples in documentation don't even work, as I found out. It's just icing on that crap cake all the way through, This. So we want this to be dashboard. Give it another go sometimes. Spring Security felt pretty cool to use. Spring Security is okay. Spring Security is not as turnkey as they would have you believe. Unfortunately. It does take a lot of back and forth to get certain things to work. Like I was trying to get two-factor auth working, and I eventually got two-factor auth integrated, but you have to jump through a bunch of hoops to do it, and it's not very clear, some of those hoops that you have to go through. And then I didn't want, I wanted the password and all that information to be in the database, but encrypted. And you can use, Spring has a recommended table schemas you have to dig up, and you can use those, but their naming for the tables is terrible, and there's a built-in assumption that you want username to be everywhere. And I decided to take a different approach where I want a user's username to be only for authentication and nothing else. Everywhere else in the system, they're known by their display name or their ID, and their ID is not a incrementing number. It's a UUID. So it's harder to guess. So just those few little differences meant that I had to go and basically implement 5 or 6 classes that Spring uses to kind of push that stuff through to the database and whatnot. So you know, like I said, the Spring maintainers have this vision for what they think you should be doing, but their vision is not realistic. It does not stand the litmus test of reality. It's a academic vision, and so invariably you go off the beaten path, and then everything just becomes a freaking slog. You know? And it wasn't always that way. Spring used to be pretty flexible and really good at documenting stuff. It's something has happened recently where maybe there was a change of the guard or something, but someone got the notion that, you know, I think they realized at some point that it was getting really hard to configure Spring, and so they went and swung the pendulum way over the other direction and said, well, you don't have to configure anything anymore. And that doesn't quite work out, because that means they have to make a whole bunch of assumptions about what you want or don't want, and all those assumptions are mostly wrong. So and when they're wrong, they don't give you an easy way to change them. You have to go in and like implement all the stuff, and it's the pain. Can be pain. But like I said, once it's working, it works. It's just, you know, getting to that point is difficult. What is this? So / dashboard / okay. Dashboard / manage management manage dashboard nav text property sure. There you go. Hope I spell it properly. And emote. And then I need a font awesome for that. FA regular FA face mile. Okay. FA R F face. Oh, here. Hi, Guga. Just started learning HTML and CSS. This looks really complicated. Well, I mean, if you're just starting out learning HTML and CSS, yeah, this is a little more complicated, but not much. I mean, this is all HTML, believe it or not. And I'm just using Bootstrap to do the CSS stuff. It's just that I have some markups in here for basically a view layer parser that actually will go through and parse this HTML and insert dynamic things into it from the server, using the model view controller kind of layout pattern for it. So essentially, this is HTML, but it's got some code in it to wire it up to the server so that I can get, links that are properly written and whatnot based on the path to the server. So for instance, this is just going to be a URL that goes to /dashboard/manage emotes. But the reason I have it dynamic here is because the server can be deployed at different endpoints. So right now this server happens to be deployed at the root. So this would actually work out without much translation. But if I deployed the server at a different context root, like say ball or something, then everything, instead of being /dashboard/manage emotes, it would have to be /ball/dashboard/emotes. And this kind of handles that translation for me without me having to go in and change every single page to work. I change the context root and stuff. You got stuck with div classes. You don't know how to divide them in CSS to operate them separately. Well, I mean, the easiest way is to just introduce another class name, right? Depending on what you're trying to do, I don't know if you're trying to spread them out across the page, do rows and columns and stuff like that. But they're all the same data. I mean, that can get a little bit more difficult. But if it's something that you know is going to be on the right-hand side or something like that, then you can just introduce another class name. Flexbox is your friend if you aren't bogged by color. Yeah, that's true. Flexbox, like this is using a Flexbox, Flex column and stuff. So you can have it where the browser will basically reorganize stuff for you into columns based on how large or how small the window is. Doing that, you tried to create a container on ID classes, but some code affects everything. Yeah, it depends on where that div is. Like if you're targeting a div that has at the parent level, it's going to start filtering down all the child divs and start applying to all of them. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not the greatest at CSS either. Excuse me. In fact, a lot of the CSS that I've written, I just went to ChatGPT and told ChatGPT to give me to spit the CSS out at me. Because I can do it to an extent, but I get really frustrated with CSS in general. So I just anything that will take the burden off me, I tend to do. That's one of the reasons why I'm using Bootstrap. I tried using what's that other one? I forget the name of it now. There's another one that everybody's got their jollies on for. A different CSS package, but that one was driving me nuts because it was like you need to put 50 classes on a div just to make it look the way you want it to look, you know? You create the ugliest site possible, brought you so much joy. Hey, everybody does that. Everybody does that. I mean, let's be honest. The site that I'm working on here is not the prettiest thing in the world either. In fact, we can take a look at it right now. Right. I have it on my list to at some point make it actually look decent, but honestly, it's pretty terrible. Because, you know, you just don't have the let's see. Because I have developer sensibilities, right? So it's just like I'm looking at functionality, not so much at the aesthetics of. Tailwind, yes, that was the other. I tried Tailwind, and it was driving me insane because it's like, yes, you want this to look this way. Here's the 27 classes you got to put on that one line. Oh, you want that same thing to look that same way on 10 different pages? Yeah, just copy paste. Like, no thanks. I'll use Bootstrap and just stick with the larger class files. Like, where are we at here? Oh, I screwed that up. Like, this is definitely not the prettiest thing around. All right, but it's functional, and that's really what I'm going for at the moment. I screwed that up. What did I do here? One, two. Oh, I think need that. I think I copied too much. There we go. That's a little better. I mean, as you can see, it's not that great, you know. Like just trying to get this chat to be over on the side here was a trial and a half, you know. But nothing. I mean, it's like I said, it's functional, but it doesn't necessarily look good. %, experimenting and 20% accepting the results you get. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. All right, so let's get. So we have manage emotes. I want to do. Manage emote. I don't need to change the page to note. Maybe like. Let's keep it right. Layout. Let's see. Dashboard. Copy that. Manage emote. And short text. We have that. Question is, what do I want this to look like? I think I might pull out balsamic here. Can I install balsamic on this computer? I wonder. Look here. Make sure the basics are still working. Oh, I forgot to put the damn it. Put the that would help. That would help. And that. Put that up. And now this should. There you go. That works better. Okay. So it's showing the basic page. There's one I click on. Alright. Now I gotta figure out balsamic on here. I installed balsamic box. Where I got that fork? Yeah, I did. Alright. We don't support Linux. Okay. The flatback. I thought I did this. I'm pretty sure I did this already. I installed Flatpak. And I downloaded the installer. Only use. Huh. Huh. I swear I did it. Flatpak. Flatpak. Yeah. Flatpak. Oh man. Flatpak. Flatpak. Yes, that. This here. Flatpak. Oh, I figured. Nothing. Really? Huh. I guess I never did. Well, I did that. I guess it, which one do I download for Windows? My friends. Desktop installer. Yes, I don't know if the MSI will work or
Merry Christmas, you filthy
probably
animal,
the setup.
and a Happy New Year.
Okay. And then a new bottle, Soda 709 runner. I don't know what that means. Run windows in a bottle. Okay. Oh, 9. Okay. How do I do this? Yeah. Here's a bottle. Oh. Download on FlatHub. Okay. How do you do it? I just install it from here. There we go. Flatpak install FlatHub. And so install Flatpak. Over Flatpak backend. Okay. That. Already the newest version. Alright, got that. FlatHub repository. Okay. Lord, I don't know why you would have to restart, but we have that. Yeah. Take that. FlatHub. Use bottles. And run that. Cool, a lot to get this one tool working, but is what it is. I know I was looking at other tools as well. But I haven't had a chance to really dig into them, and all I really need is a visualization thing right now. Okay. And then that. Cool. Not using bottles. Okay. Brand new bottle. Go to 802. I guess we'll use 802. Why not? Application. Well, a bit. Sure. Okay. So application. Run executable. And oh, Windows installer pack. Okay. But I did need the MSI. It even says open with bottles there. The MSI. Google downloads. Here we go. Run it. Seemed like it launched something. Work? Did not work? What happened here? Function not implemented. Guessing it didn't. I'm getting a function not implemented. Okay. Can I change the runner? Back here and guess I can't change what it's running. It's trying to run it. Oh, here we go. Runner. Go to 802. How do I get another runner? Because they specifically said the version here. Be sure to use this specific runner. Other runners have problems. Notice 70-9. Why tell it I want that? Runners? -9. Alright. Models. Here. Settings. Runner. 70-9. Anything else here? Okay, no. Fine. Alright. Suitable. Map error function. We're getting the same. We're getting the same problem. Find menu builder. Why? Literally Windows 10. Oh, all users. Pearl wine and wine 32. I wonder if it's not a 64-bit thing. Well, wait, it said it was 64-bit, right? We downloaded it. Yeah, this is x64 right here. I wonder if the 32-bit one works better in this particular case. Let's see. Happens. 6. Cool. Still got a problem. Process run key error. Anywhere cannot. All directory. I wonder if this. What if this just has to do with. Okay. I mean, it's trying to do it to my local directory. So I wonder. Which directory? Was not not intended to be run as sudo flatpak run. Okay, fair enough. Yes, having a general issue here. Have the right. Wonder. I know it works in Windows 10, but well, really. Huh. Well, that sucks. I don't know why. Okay. There's no dependencies. All programs. I wonder. Huh, Star says. Okay. Interesting. All programs curated by our community. Is that it? No more pages in that? Okay. Well, search for programs. No, that's it. Okay. Huh. Well, at least someone else has gotten us to work. Well, dynamic wireframe. Hmm. Huh. Yes. That kind of sucks. They don't. I mean, they looks like they had some instructions there, but nothing. It actually still work. Hmm. Backup. Cancel project. What is that? Pencil. B3 is a rewrite of pencil that aims to fix major performance and scalability issues. Electron. Okay. That's on there, but it doesn't have a package. Hmm. We're just giving this source code out. About a something already built. That would be nice. Let's go. We have applications. Here it is. Sketching and GUI prototyping wireframing tool. 2 minutes. Yeah. Okay. Why not? Take a look at it. I just need to visualize it. This is what I can right now. Okay. Take the document. Common shape. Alright, here we go. Do we have... Oh. Mobile. Flowchart. Okay. Doesn't really have that much going for it, but it's got a few things anyway. We've got the manage emote here. We got the navigation pane. There. So. Okay, so we have the basic layout there. And now let's see what I want this to do. I'm guessing we need field. So just make it as easy as I possibly can on myself and on the users. So maybe this would be search for emotes here, and I kind of have that right there, and then bring a table in. And that this would be the tag, and then name. We do small, large. Okay. These that would be like low, and then there's small image, large. like that. Where you could select these. What would that do? I don't think this would be a selection. It would just be an action column. It would be more like buttons there. I don't know how to do that just in this markup, but I get the idea. So bring these back. Then we need a I need there to be like an upload new. I'm gonna move this down. Here, right there, and then have like the add new just right on the page, rather than having a separate page for it. You don't have to like click through 100 times. Although I guess, yeah, no, that would work. Yeah. So you would have a input here. Name. Tag. For other things, you'll need only two uploads, small image and large image. They have a thing here. No, I don't think there's a thing here, but sorry, let's do this. I'll stay here. Small image. And then Small image, large image. And then I have a date for add to. Emote something. Does all that work in concert with one another? Because the upload won't actually happen until you. Yeah, you know what it is? I'm confusing myself. This shit's crap. That's like not quite right. Something's wrong there. Yeah, okay. Do it that way. Save new. Tag. Oh, and I need to have some attributes that we want to save with it. So, want to know if it's going to be flag it as a. Do you have a toolbox over there? There's a toggle box there, but put a checkbox there and go with that. Checkbox. Driver only. Oh. Means those have to be down table here. Global only. It recognizes these parentheses here, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Oh, interesting. It makes them it makes some radio buttons. Okay, what? I can make them this here. Push for the one side, but not for this side. Okay. Anyway. A little bit. I'm wondering if the problem here is one of the actions is going to have to be edited, because you might want to like keep the tag and the name the same and everything else the same, but you just need you just want to upload a new image. So I mean, I guess it could just pop the details up into the top there. Well, I can't really do it for upload. I guess I could. I guess this could be a candidate for like an edit inline, where you just click the edit button and all the fields change inline there. But again, you have to upload, which don't really translate properly. Maybe it's just a matter of just making it really simple and just saying, you know, if you want to change what's there, you just gotta delete it and then save it fresh. So really, the only action on that line would be delete. Or maybe like a delete and then maybe like you can change the global or the sub only flags. Because I hesitate to make it more complicated than that. Doesn't really need to be more complicated than that. The one thing though is we do need an emote prefix. Knock down a little bit. down a little bit. And there. And that'll be the prefix for all of the emote. Hmm. Maybe I should first set the name. And I think second. There. Line. Yeah, I think that looks decent enough. That yeah, I think that'll work. I think that'll work for at least as an initial thing. Probably need some kind of explanation here too about emote sizes and stuff. That shouldn't be too bad. Like a one-liner there. Or two-liner. And more importantly, I gotta translate this to a table in the database. And upload save the files that they go to the right directory. Hmm. Yeah, okay. It's a starting point. It's a starting point. Yeah, alright. So I think, I don't think I'm gonna do it tonight. I think I was starting to run on empty about an hour ago. Now my brain's really not working right now. But at least we got some kind of drawing tool in there now, locally. So that's good. I'll work on that balsamic stuff even more at some point and see what we can do there. And then we have to figure out this emoji mart as well for the UI picker for emojis. Once we get everything working, figure out what that looks like. But yeah, and files. Yeah, I think that's good for tonight. I know there's not a whole lot there right now. But I do have to do some research myself too at some point about like CDN stuff and whatnot. We don't have to worry about it at the moment because I'm just going to be testing stuff locally and just uploading stuff locally. But it is something I'll have to. If I want this to be professional, something I'll have to really dig into for a bunch of stuff, not just for these, but for like video thumbnails and things of that nature as well. But yeah, I think we're all right for the moment. Let's go. I'm just going to commit what I've got. Because it's not much. That's a whole lot of difference here. Meaning of emotes. No. And I think I looked at email GUI. Was there stuff here? Oh yeah, there's 4 pull requests here from Endabot. Let's get these squared away right now. Quickly here. I don't fall behind on them. Most of these we've already done in the main project. Plug in. Okay. Line down here, Makito. All of that. Mix. Then we got the build working again, the automatic builds working properly again, which is good. Pull the latest from Mail GUI here. Stuff. All right. So we'll pick this up tomorrow, my friends, and we'll be working on database stuff and getting the basic UI in there. Pretty much what I have listed in the pencil drawing here, and then we'll just kind of move things around a little bit as I get a better look and feel of it. But yeah, we'll be doing that tomorrow. tomorrow afternoon, looking at all that stuff and seeing what we can do there with it. Now, hopefully it actually fully quits. Yeah, we'll go from there. Hopefully tomorrow we'll have a nice big, big push and have a lot of, like, the emotes will be to the point where we can maybe start actually getting that emote picker in there and wiring them into the emote picker. Maybe probably won't get them into chat tomorrow because that's going to be even more stuff, but at least can get it, like, the emote picker working, maybe that kind of thing. But yeah, so that'll do it for me for tonight. Right now, where's my cursor? Here it is. There's my cursor. Let's go see if there is someone on live space that we can go and send you guys over to go take a look at. Let's see here. Can send you. You know what? Let's send you over to Games TV, who is doing some Final Fantasy VII remake right now. We can go take a look over there. I'll pop that into chat here. Bam. So there we go. I'll pop that into the Kick chat too, because why not? So there is Super James TV. You go take a look at over on LiveSpace. And do we have anybody live on Kick? Oh, he's also live on Kick. So you can send you there. Also, you know what? Who is Osmith is live right now, and he's part of the Wild Crew. So I'm going to do my part and promote him on Kick here. Oh, go take a look over there at him, and that is that for right now, my friends. I will remind you, I am part of a streamer group called the Wild Crew, and we are a variety of streamers across a variety of genres, across a variety of streaming services, and a variety of time zones. So you can go take a look at all the streamers in the group by going to memoryleakdeath.tv/TWC. That's for the Wild Crew. And you'll find some streamers on Twitch, you'll find streamers on Kick, and you'll find myself on LiveSpace there. They are looking for more as they go. But right now, they're all a good bunch of people, good crew, all that stuff. So by all means, go take a look if you would, if you're looking for more streamers and gamers and stuff. Yeah. Well, that's it for me, my friends. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I hope everyone has an excellent morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on what it is for you. I hope to see you back here again in the future for some more stuff, whatever happens to suit your fancy. Until then, see you, bye.
Same old story. Boy finds girl, boy loses girl, girl finds boy. Boy forgets girl, boy remembers girl. And girl dies in a tragic blimp accident over the Orange Bowl on New Year's Day.
Good year.
No, the worst.